Getting rich often has less to do with earning more, and far more to do with what you stop wasting money on. Most people feel stuck, not because they're lazy or incapable, but because their income gets drained by habits they don't even notice. The truth is simple. If you remove just a handful of common purchases from your life, you can free up enough money to invest, grow, and finally move forward. Today, we're breaking down the 8 things silently keeping you broke, and why cutting them now can change everything. Every year, companies release new phones, laptops, watches, and gadgets designed to make your current ones feel outdated. And it works, not because the new model is a life-changing upgrade, but because the marketing is engineered to trigger urgency and status pressure. The truth is that most devices today are already far more powerful than what the average person uses them for. A 2 or 3-year-old phone can handle banking, work apps, high-quality photos, social media, and everything else without any meaningful difference in your daily life. Here's something people rarely calculate. Upgrading a phone every year can easily cost the equivalent of a monthly investment contribution. Over time, that's money that could become a small emergency fund, a position in an index fund, or the seed capital for a future business idea. Wealth-focused people don't avoid tech. They just buy it when it creates real value. They upgrade based on usefulness, not hype. Try stretching your current device for 1 more year. You might be surprised by how much surplus money appears once the pressure to chase every new release disappears. It's a small shift that quietly strengthens your financial foundation. A lot of people dream of a bigger house because it feels like a milestone, a sign that life is moving in the right direction. But the costs tied to that decision rarely show up in the moment you turn the key. A larger property brings higher taxes, bigger utility bills, constant maintenance, furniture expenses, insurance, and a mortgage that eats a huge portion of your income every single month. What looks like comfort often becomes a long-term financial anchor. Most families don't even use all the space they pay for. Extra rooms become storage areas, guest spaces that stay empty, or places filled with things bought just to fill the house. Meanwhile, the money tied to that oversized mortgage could be growing elsewhere, compounding through investments, accelerating debt payoff, or building an opportunity fund for the future. People who build wealth tend to prioritize functionality. They look for homes that meet real needs, not their ego. A well-chosen space reduces financial stress immediately and creates room to invest without pressure. Before thinking about extra square footage, consider how that commitment will impact your freedom in the years ahead. Fashion is one of the easiest places to overspend without realizing it. A logo on a shirt or a luxury label stitched inside a jacket creates the illusion of success, even when the price has nothing to do with quality. People often buy these items hoping to project confidence or status, even though the feeling fades almost immediately. The interesting part is that many wealthy individuals don't rely on clothing to express anything. They choose pieces that are practical, comfortable, and long-lasting. Not because they can't afford more, but because they don't need clothes to speak for them. When you step back and look at the numbers, the financial impact becomes obvious. That designer hoodie you buy twice a year could easily cover a month of investing. A pair of trendy shoes replaced every season might cost the equivalent of a weekend trip or a new skill-building course. None of these items move you closer to real financial security. This doesn't mean you need to stop caring about how you present yourself. It just means choosing pieces based on value, not validation. When your wardrobe stops being a status project, it becomes easier to redirect money toward the life you actually want to build. Few purchases feel as exciting as driving a brand new car off the lot, and few lose money as quickly. The moment those wheels hit the road, the vehicle starts dropping in value, and most people never stop to calculate how steep that decline really is. In the first year alone, many models lose thousands of dollars, and the depreciation keeps stacking long after the excitement fades. Add insurance, taxes, maintenance, and financing costs, and suddenly that reward turns into one of the biggest drains on your budget. People focused on building real wealth tend to follow a different approach. They look for used or certified pre-owned cars, often just a few years old, where someone else has already absorbed the biggest depreciation hit. The vehicle still offers reliability, safety, and functionality, but at a fraction of the long-term cost. That leftover money can go into investments, savings, opportunities, or simply improving your financial breathing room. This doesn't mean you should never buy a new car. If you can pay cash comfortably and it fits your long-term plan, great. But if the monthly payments stretch your budget, or the car is mainly for appearances, it's worth rethinking. A dependable car that matches your finances frees up space to grow in every other part of your life. Small pleasures feel harmless in the moment, which is exactly why they slip under the radar. A night out with friends, a last-minute concert ticket, a spontaneous weekend trip. Individually, these choices don't seem like a threat to your finances, but the pattern they create quietly pulls money away from your goals. When entertainment becomes the default response to stress, boredom, or FOMO, it turns into a cycle that empties your account long before the month ends. What makes this category so tricky is that it's emotional. These purchases feel like rewards, and in many ways they are, but when they happen without a plan, they compete directly with the things you say you want. Investing more, clearing debt, building savings, or funding a personal project. The people who manage to get ahead aren't living dull lives. They simply treat entertainment like any other expense. They give it a place in the budget instead of letting it run free. A simple system changes everything. Set a monthly limit, choose what actually matters to you, and stick to it. You'll still enjoy life, but in a way that doesn't sabotage your future. Fun shouldn't cost your financial progress. There's a whole industry built on selling hope, the kind that promises overnight success, effortless income, and financial freedom without real work. These programs usually come wrapped in exciting language, glossy ads, and testimonials that look convincing at first glance. But when you peel back the layers, most of these seminars create wealth for the person selling the dream, not for the people buying it. The problem is that these offers prey on impatience. When someone is tired of struggling, the promise of fast results is incredibly tempting. But real progress comes from skills, consistency, and understanding how money actually works. No weekend event or secret formula can replace that foundation. People who build lasting wealth usually spend their money on legitimate education, books from respected authors, courses that teach marketable abilities, or resources that improve how they think and make decisions. Before paying for anything, ask a simple question. Is this teaching me a skill I can use, or is it just selling excitement? That single filter protects you from a lot of financial traps. The right knowledge pays off repeatedly. The wrong one drains your savings and leaves you exactly where you started. Some of the most damaging expenses aren't the big ones. They're the tiny, automatic habits that repeat every day. A $6 coffee on the way to work, frequent food delivery because you're tired, a couple of snacks at the convenience store, or a small treat just to get through the afternoon. Individually, these feel insignificant, but when a habit repeats 20 or 30 times a month, it becomes one of the most expensive lines in your budget without you ever realizing it. The reason this happens is simple. Automatic behaviors don't feel like spending. Your brain treats them as routine, something that doesn't require a second thought. But run the numbers, and the impact becomes impossible to ignore. A daily $6 purchase turns into over $2,000 a year, money that could be growing in an investment account, funding a trip, or building your emergency fund. People who manage money well don't eliminate every pleasure. They simply break the autopilot. They decide which small comforts are worth keeping, and which ones no longer make sense. When you take back control of these micro habits, you often free up more cash than cutting a major bill. Small choices, repeated consistently, reshape your entire financial trajectory. Walk through any discount store or scroll through an online marketplace, and you'll see how easy it is to spend money without thinking. A decorative item on sale, a gadget you'll probably use someday, a piece of cheap furniture, a novelty item for your desk. None of these feel like real expenses. They're small, harmless, almost invisible. But these micro purchases are one of the biggest reasons people feel like their money disappears without explanation. The issue isn't the price of any individual item, it's the frequency. A $12 decoration here, a $20 organizer there, a handful of random buys throughout the month. Suddenly you've spent a couple $100 on things you don't truly need. And as the clutter grows, your living space gets crowded with objects that don't add value, don't improve your lifestyle, and often don't last. People who build wealth tend to think differently about their environment. They choose fewer items but higher quality ones. They buy with intention, not impulse. Their homes feel calmer because everything has a purpose, and their money stretches further because they're not constantly replacing low-quality purchases. When you stop treating cheap as harmless, your bank account changes quickly. When you cut these 8 expenses, something important changes. Your money finally starts working for you. What once felt automatic becomes intentional, and the financial pressure you're used to carrying begins to fade. With more breathing room, you gain the ability to save, invest, and take opportunities you once had to ignore. Wealth grows fastest when your spending aligns with your goals, not your impulses. This shift isn't about restriction, it's about reclaiming control, and once you feel that difference, you won't want to go back. If this video helped you see money differently, take a second to hit the like button. It really supports the channel. And if you're ready to stop chasing the illusion of success and start building real freedom, subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.